10 Stoic ways to build deep confidence in a superficial world. When the world is obsessed with appearance, become substance. Be untouchable. We live in a world where confidence is often mistaken for noise, loud self-promotion, filtered perfection, staged happiness. Yet beneath all the curated personas and constant validation seeking, there lies a quieter, rarer power, deep, immovable self-confidence. Not the kind that flexes for likes or dissolves under criticism, but the kind that sits still and unshaken. This is the kind of confidence the Stoics understood. It doesn't boast. It doesn't chase. It is self-contained, rooted in virtue, immune to flattery or insult. And in a culture built on appearances, such confidence makes you untouchable. What is Stoic confidence and why the world needs it now? Confidence today is a loud voice in a crowded room. It's marketed as swagger, charisma, boldness, but it often hides insecurity, tied tightly to external success, beauty, or attention. By contrast, Stoic confidence is quiet, disciplined, and deep. It emerges not from what you have, but from who you choose to be. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, did not write self-help books in the modern sense, but their entire philosophy is a blueprint for becoming unshakable in the face of chaos, temptation, rejection, and judgment, a guide to real confidence. In this video, we'll explore 10 Stoic methods to develop a form of confidence so profound that it cannot be touched by the superficial world around you, a world chasing trends, approval, and appearances while neglecting character, wisdom, and peace. 1. Know what is and isn't in your control. Some things are up to us and some are not. Epictetus. Confidence begins with clarity. Much of our insecurity stems from obsessing over things we cannot control. How others perceive us, whether we're liked, what the future holds. The Stoics begin with the dichotomy of control. What is within your control? Your thoughts, your choices, your character. What is not? Everything else. By anchoring your identity in what you govern and releasing your grip on what you don't, you build confidence on stable ground. No longer swayed by rejection or praise, you become a fortress, not a feather. Write down your daily worries. Divide them into 2 lists, what you can influence and what you cannot. Focus only on the first. Let the rest go. 2. Align your actions with your values. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius. Confidence does not arise from image, but from integrity. You become confident when your actions align with your beliefs, when there's no gap between what you say and what you do. A man or woman of virtue does not need to impress. They carry themselves with a calm certainty because they know who they are and what they stand for. No applause can elevate them, no insult can shake them. Define your top 3 values. Each night ask, did I live these today? Adjust your actions until the answer is yes, consistently. Your confidence will quietly deepen. 3. Practice voluntary discomfort. Set aside now and then a number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, and say to yourself, is this the condition that I feared? Seneca. True confidence comes not from constant comfort, but from training the soul to endure hardship. When you voluntarily face discomfort, cold, hunger, solitude, failure, you prove to yourself that you are not fragile. This is not masochism, it's resilience training. While others fear life without their status or pleasures, you will know you can lose everything and still stand. Once a week, strip away some luxury, fast, wear plain clothes, go without entertainment. Remind yourself that your dignity is untouched by what you own or consume. 4. Reframe failure as training. Difficulties show men what they are. Epictetus. In a superficial world, failure is feared because identity is tied to performance. But to the Stoic, failure is not humiliation, it's revelation. Every setback, rejection, or mistake is feedback. It shows where the ego overreached, where the virtue was weak, where growth is needed. The confident person embraces failure as a teacher. They do not pretend to be perfect. They are devoted to progress, not perfection. When you fail or are criticized, pause and ask, what can this teach me? Let it refine you, not define you. 5. Meditate on death, memento mori. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. This world encourages you to avoid thinking about mortality, so you chase youth, success, and image obsessively. But the Stoics meditated on death to become fearless and focused. To know that time is short sharpens your clarity. It kills comparison. It breeds courage. If death could take you tomorrow, why waste today doubting yourself? Why fear what others think when they too will vanish? Memento mori doesn't depress, it liberates. From this freedom comes unshakable confidence. Start your day by saying, "This could be my last. How shall I live it?" Watch as pettiness and insecurity fade in light of perspective. 6. Make peace with being misunderstood. If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. Most people lack confidence because they fear judgment. They shrink themselves to be liked. But the Stoics teach, others' opinions are not your business. You will be misunderstood, misjudged, criticized. It is inevitable. The confident person does not need everyone to get them. They are clear about who they are. They act with integrity even when others don't approve. When misunderstood, ask, is their opinion based on truth or perception? If the former, grow. If the latter, release it. 7. Cultivate inner stillness, to be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved and the raging of the sea falls still around it. In a loud, restless world, inner stillness is revolutionary. It is the ability to remain grounded when everything around you demands reaction. Confidence grows in quiet. It comes from the ability to sit with yourself, to hear your thoughts, to know your motives, to silence your reactivity. Meditation, silence, journaling, these are not trends. They are tools for building an untouchable core. Spend 10 minutes daily in silence. No input. Just observe your thoughts. Stillness is where your true voice and true confidence emerges. 8. Focus on contribution, not comparison. Don't waste the rest of your time here worrying about other people. Comparison is the poison of modern confidence. You scroll, compare, envy. Your sense of worth rises and falls with likes, followers, or who seems more ahead. But the Stoic asks, what are you doing for the world? Confidence flows not from competition, but from contribution, from using your gifts to serve, build, help, and create. Stop asking, am I as good as them? Start asking, am I useful to someone today? Each day, do one thing for someone else with no expectation of reward. Confidence blooms in service, not showmanship. 9. Master your desires. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Epictetus, desire enslaves. Whether it's the craving to be admired, to be rich, to be envied, when your happiness depends on having something, you are not free. And confidence without freedom is illusion. The Stoic trains desire like a muscle. They do not kill ambition, but they do question it. They ask, is this need or ego? Will this serve my soul or my status? A person who is free from uncontrolled desires radiates a strange, quiet power. They cannot be bought, baited, or manipulated. When you want something intensely, pause. Ask, do I own this desire, or does it own me? Choose freedom every time. 10. Build a life you respect, not just display. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Seneca. At the heart of Stoic confidence is self-respect, not the hollow self-esteem from slogans and hype, but the earned pride that comes from living by principle. You know you're doing the right thing. You know you're walking your path. You know you're improving, not for show, but because it's right. This is the life you don't need to post about, the one that speaks in silence. And in that silence is a thunderous, untouchable confidence. At end of the day, reflect. Would I admire the person I was today? Adjust accordingly. Live a life that makes you proud, not just others impressed. The still flame in a noisy world. In a world chasing noise, flash, and validation, the Stoic seeks quiet, depth, and virtue. Real confidence is not found in attention, applause, or aesthetics. It is forged in solitude, tempered by hardship, guided by wisdom. It is the confidence of the man or woman who walks alone without fear, who is praised without pride, and insulted without injury, who speaks little, but when they do, their words land with weight. This kind of confidence doesn't shout. It doesn't beg. It doesn't bend. It simply is. And in being so, it becomes untouchable. In Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, we find this line, "Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look." You are that source, not the world, not their love, not their praise. Look within, live with virtue, stand firm, and in doing so, you will find a confidence so deep that no storm can touch it, and no shallowness can stain it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for your time.